What's up, warrior? Welcome back to Daily Wisdom. We are in the middle of a 90-day expansion growth campaign in an organization that I run called the Warrior Movement. We help people run professional businesses from their phone. But day by day, I'm giving principles that you can use, whether you're within the team or outside as well, because principles are principles and everything. And I'm sorry if you can't hear me. You might want to check in on my Facebook or YouTube itself. But today I'm going to be giving you a tip that, especially if you're an introverted person, you're scared of talking to people like I was, is going to help you a lot. Or even if you're not. To be honest, I think even on the other side, there's people that talk too much. Who here has ever been in a conversation before where you barely got a chance to breathe? And you're like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, they're talking a lot, but this is not convincing. This is kind of crazy right now. So I'm going to give you the success tip today that if you implement your business, implement your communication, it's going to help you get more influence, help you get more sales, help you get more recruits, help you to just live a better life. So if that sounds like something interesting, be sure to subscribe if you have not yet already, and share this as well too. Feel free to tag it when you think can help from this. But I got this tip because when I was new to entrepreneurship, I was so shy to the point I could not even order food at a restaurant. What's up, Lorena? Great to see you. Who here is a shy person by nature? Put a 1 if you're more on the shy side. Put a 2 if you're more of the other side. You're the life of the party, right? Like I would just get stage fright. I would stutter. I would not know what to say. I would sweat like crazy. And if you're getting involved in business, that doesn't really help much. So I needed to learn how to communicate, and I needed to learn the secret to connecting with other people. And I learned from one of my mentors a very simple phrase that is carried with me to this day. That whether you're talking to one person, 100 people, or 1,000 people, if you keep this phrase in mind, it'll always keep you in true north. And that is this phrase: be interested, not interesting. You see, I thought that the key to success was to look good. We live in a social media world now where it's filtered. You got to get the right angle. You got to get the right video and the right reel. And those are great. About clout, right? It's about a charisma, isn't it? But the reality is that if you want to be the most influential in your life, you want to be the most influential in your business, is if you understand that people want people to be interested in them, and that's the ultimate superpower, then everything's going to open to you. In fact, nobody really likes an interesting person. Why? Because if you read one of the great books of all time, which is How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie, the reality is we're all selfish. Okay, let's be real, right? We wake up, and I wonder what you thought. When I wake up, the first natural thought that comes to my mind is, how do I make my day good? Right? We think about ourselves most of the time. Now, if you don't believe that we are naturally selfish, watch a baby. Just watch a kid. I've never seen a baby born, and imagine they could talk. They're never like, how can I make your day better? Right? They're like, wah, feed me, clothe me, look at me, right? Like that's just the natural tendency for who we are. And don't we know that as we grow older, many of us, many people do not let go of those tendencies, right? Even Jesus himself said, the greatest teacher in the world, he said, the greatest among us will be the least. It was all serving. So if you understand this principle, that a secret to success in life, a secret to success in your business, it isn't looking better on social media. It isn't, getting all these tactics down. It isn't knowing the right things to say. It starts with a genuine intention of your heart to switch our natural tendency from being wanting to be interesting ourselves to look good, to simply saying, I'm interested in the other person. If this resonates at all, put a 2 in the comments below, because that's our goal. So when this clicked, I'm like, oh, okay, so all I have to do is just be interested, like legitimately interested. I'm not talking about fake interested. For example, have you ever talked to someone before and they're asking you questions, but you can already feel their intention, right? You can feel they're just fishing around. They're just trying to dance around things and try to get to what they want to say. No. The truly interested person is the one that makes you feel special. The one that when they're talking to you, you can tell they just care about you and your well-being. There's this trust. And I learned this, and it helped me so much, especially being an introverted person, because I realized I don't got to sound good. I just have to have my heart right. So practically, what does that look like? When I'm talking to someone, or I'm talking to a prospect, when I want to help somebody and I'm talking to them, I'm like, how do I help them? My thought is, how do I help them? My thought is, I want to get to know them. My thought is legitimate, genuine questions. And I saw this in my mentor, Tim. I remember, and now Tim, if you know him, he's like, he is a legend in our profession. But I was watching him in a convention one day, and he's now at that place that wherever that you go, he's like, people run up to him, take photos. He's like a celebrity almost, right? But I remember there was a circle around Tim Sales, a lot of people. And I remember one person came up to him and asked him a question. Now, normally, I don't know if you've ever seen some like celebrity type of person. They're going to try to like, let's say they're talking to a person, their eyes are darting around. They're looking at the crowd. They're kind of just trying to rush through it. They almost barely see the person in front of them, right? But I remember it was so interesting because Tim's eyes and his intention was only on that one person. Even though there was like 100 people around, he was only focused on that one. And he spent intentional quality time listening, asking, inquiring. It was like, even though there was a lot of people, it's like it zoned out. And it was only him and that person that he was talking to. And I'm like, interesting. What if the secret to a massive business? Lots of leads, right? Who here wants more leads in your business? Put a 3 in the comments. You want more and more people taking a look at your business? What if the secret started with one? What if the secret started with that one person in the room? And it doesn't matter if there's 1,000 looking, 10,000 looking, or just one person looking. It starts with your intention to be genuinely interested in the life of someone else rather than interesting. And Warrior, I've taken that to heart now. And now I didn't know this before, but when I learned that secret, I started to then treat people with that intention. And I ask real questions. I got off a call yesterday, and this happens a lot now. I had a person that is now a new partner, new client. And this person got on the phone with me and just started bearing her soul to me. She said, James, there's things that I shared that I didn't even share with my closest people around me. I'm like, how'd you do that? I'm like, simple. I'm genuinely interested in you. And Warrior, don't you know that's what people are looking for? Because we are in a world where we are so connected, but we're disconnected at the same time. We're in a world where people are all trying to get you, trying to get your attention, trying to get your money, there's ads and we're just being slammed. But you know what will make you different is if you're the person that goes out in the world and says, I'm going to retune my natural tendency to think only about me and actually just want to genuinely be interested in someone else. And while it might start with one, that makes you so different that then they talk about you around the world. Because how rare is it that there's a person that's truly interested in the life of someone else. So, as you're going through this growth campaign, if you want to grow fast, start with these simple principles. And if you put that into your business today, your prospecting today, your teammate conversations today, just watch what happens. You'll find the right answers. You'll find the right things to say. You'll always know people will want to talk to you. Okay? So if that was helpful, comment me below and keep on tuning in to these daily wisdoms. We are going through a 90-day growth campaign. And just keep on tuning in. We're going to give you all these principles and secrets that if you put them all together, they're going to help you grow a thriving business of impact and influence and success and all those different types of things. If you're not yet subscribed to my YouTube, please subscribe there because I put all the replays there. And if you think this would help someone, do me a favor, do you a favor, plug in your team to this, right? Like tag someone onto this, have them take a look at this. These are principles that apply for anyone, anywhere. Other than that, everyone have a marvelous, fantastic day. And my challenge to you is be interested in someone else today. Okay? Warriors.